So, like, let me start to where it leaded.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How it all. Like, in the beginning, she got on the floor, and I kind of, like, dragged her just a little bit. Just a little, like,
from fighting.
The injuries of her death.
So they had to do an autopsy, but it was at...
Antonetta Stevens.
This is the shocking interrogation of 17-year-old Janine Gonzalez, who viciously attacked a young mother, ending her life, and then had the nerve to boast about it. The officers questioning her were left stunned, unable to comprehend the coldness and entitlement of someone so young. Ashley Bocanegra, a 30-year-old mother, had no idea her life was about to be ripped away. She thought she was meeting her lover that day, but instead, she walked into a trap. She was lured to a parking lot by 27-year-old Antonetta Stevens and Janine, where they attacked her. They even recorded the entire brutal encounter, making it clear what their intentions truly were.
I will murder you. 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 No.
No, you ain't got. You don't get to say
my
so.
man, right? You want to be in front of my man, right?
Ashley never made it home that day. Her injuries were fatal. Turns out that Ashley Bocanegra was Antonetta's fiancée, Daniel's mistress. Janine was Daniel's sister and Antonetta's friend. She joined her in what they thought was the right thing to do. Instead of talking things out or dealing with the man who cheated, they decided Ashley had to die. This is Janine's interrogation video.
Just go through basically, since I wasn't there and I'm playing catch up basically. So what happened?
So, like, let me start to where it leaded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How it all. Okay, so, like, down here, they haven't been on good terms. So, you know, arguments back to back. So, like, we just came back from Florida, like, not too long ago, from her mom's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And we left on bad terms with everybody because my brother got into a, incident with her stepdad. Rocky areas, there's been worse arguments. So, yeah. Sorry, I just cursed.
You're fine.
Okay.
I flipped up earlier.
Okay. So, like, they're arguing or whatever. So, my brother, him being a man, cheats. Like always, he's feeling less than, he thinks it's okay to cheat. So who is he cheating with and stuff? Now, me and my stepsister, not my stepsister, my sister-in-law, we're very close, like, so close, like, you understand. Like, she's more of a sister to me than my brother's a brother to me,
Oh.
Yeah.
Once he told me, I was just like, ooh, what to tell her?
It's girl code. You have
Yes,
to.
right? So, especially when, right after he told me what he was doing, he wanted to do it with her. So I was just like, I'm about to tell her. So I was like, told her what happened. He explained, cheated or whatever. She was like, oh really? She's upset or whatever. I was like, don't tell him that I told you because he's going to be mad at me.
Right.
Okay, so after that, he explained how the girl looked to me though. And, curly hair, Puerto Rican, skinny girl. So I was like, alright. So then I explained it to Antonetta. So the next day after that, we went to the store. Okay, so we walked to Quick Trip. As we're walking to Quick Trip, both of them are walking together from Quick Trip. So they're just now leaving, and we're just now coming. So Antonetta's like, is that Daniel walking? So now she runs to him like, who is this? So he's like, oh, it's my worker or whatever. Mind you, before we walked to Quick Trip, we asked him, when you go on your break, can you take us to the store? He said he couldn't leave on his break. So, coming to see him, he was getting kicked out. Oh, I don't know, I was in those messages. I'm not sure what was said. But I guess she was coming to see him because he was getting kicked out. And Antonetta saw the messages. So, she decides, like, yeah, now she's about to come see you. Now I'm about to beat her up.
The way Janine reveals these details to the officers is chilling. There's no sign of remorse, just cold indifference. She laughs as she talks about the events leading to the brutal attack, as if it was all a joke.
she's coming. So Antonetta and me, we go. And she comes to the house, you know, big fight. So the fight, we took her phone. We were gonna call her husband to let her know that, you know, to stir some out. Okay, so we close the door. She starts banging on the door like crazy, cause you know we got her phone. She wants her phone back. Yeah. So then we gave her phone back, and then she gave her phone back. Literally, like, she left right after. I don't know how she left. Like, I wasn't watching after that, cause my brother was mad as hell, and you know, he don't want me in the business. I was already in it too much. So he's like on my ass. So I'm just like, okay. A third party called the police. They came, you know, made a report, and then after that it was over, whatever. And then just know you guys came.
Fought? How long did that fight last?
2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was early.
Have you ever been in fights before?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have? Oh. Okay. You seem kind of athletic. You play sports when you're in school?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do I really look athletic?
Yeah, you look athletic. Yeah, you got some shoulders on you.
Why would you do that?
Yeah,
You don't know if
I'm
I
just
care about these shoulders.
When Janine laughed carelessly, showing no remorse, her so-called best friend Antonetta quickly realized the gravity of the situation and took a much different approach. Unlike Janine, Antonetta understood what was at stake and immediately asked for a lawyer.
Say that, you know, I don't go out looking to harm anybody. That's not my intention. I do feel, you know, very remorseful about anything that has happened with that young lady. It wasn't my intention to even get into an altercation with her today. She came over to my place of residence looking for my fiance. We argued. I was hit. We fought. Just, you know, it's just too much. I don't know how to feel, man. I've been going through too much.
On the other hand, Janine, the teenage sister-in-law, was still stuck in her entitled mindset, thinking she was going to get away with it all.
About that, like, how did that happen?
It was very vivid.
I know
It happens so
came.
fast. You know, fights are just like a blur when it happens.
Yeah.
But
Where was she? I know you said earlier she came looking for him.
she came because he was moving. He was getting kicked out, and she wanted to be a little writer.
Like,
No, she has a husband as well.
yeah, no, but where was she at?
What do you mean?
You said she came and looked for him. Where was she at? How did y'all make contact with her?
Through messages.
Where did you meet up?
She was in our complex. I guess she lives like right near us.
Look at her right there.
So you guys just saw her outside?
Outside. She didn't knock. She didn't get the chance to.
Okay.
Cause like, oh yeah, you got this coming. I'm about to be around. So yeah.
Did you guys start yelling at her before you guys approached her, or how'd that go down?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, and you can't see my. And then it was just fine after that. She knew what it was because she got ready too, you know. And it was just fighting.
Who was?
The officers knew Antonetta was involved, but they needed to find out whether Janine had taken part in the attack too. To uncover the truth, they had to stoop to her level, engaging with her in a way that made her feel comfortable enough to open up.
The girl Antonetta.
Everybody?
No.
Girl, you ain't get on in?
No. Like, yeah.
Of course you did. I know you did.
Just a little bit.
You guys, because like you said, that's your homegirl.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me about that. How that happened.
I didn't go crazy though, cause she's small as hell. Like, you're enough already. I don't need to be punching her, dragging her. I don't need to do all that. I'm good. Like, and I kind of like dragged her just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And then I stopped. I was just like,
It's hard. The adrenaline's going. You know, you gotta.
yeah. I was just like, okay, let me stop. And then they're just fighting. And yeah, just a little hit. So I didn't really fight her. That's just crazy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird question. I never nobody.
Like,
ever
was
asked
she
me
like
that.
was she saying anything or Ashley? I mean,
No, she was just talking during a fight, like while you're getting beat up, talking.
Mhm.
I never met somebody that ever.
What was
did
she
that.
saying?
She was just you know, talking. Oh, good doesn't want you. That's why he's not just like that. Throwing it out in the air. And then a weird fight. Like she just kept on talking. Then she was like, "Aren't you his sister?" And it was just laughing all type. It was just weird. She was a weird person.
You said she said grab the phone.
Yeah.
Antoinette said grab the phone.
Yeah, I grabbed it.
Talking back while she was getting beat up, like how that make you feel with the stuff that she was saying?
Like, I didn't care.
She was angry. She's mad.
Cause like, she was, listen, I don't get bothered by people who talk stuff. You gotta like really do something to me, you know?
She was talking
That's
about your
it.
brother though.
Like you.
So you weren't mad? You was just nonchalant, just like whatever?
Yeah, I can't be that mad now. Come on, she knew what it was. You're gonna talk regardless. It's a fight. What do you expect? So I'm just like, I've been in multiple fights. Big time they brought. But then I walked away because Daniel was mad as hell. He, like I said, every time this is me getting into business period, he gets angry. And I don't got time for him.
Yeah.
But he was sleeping when the fight was happening outside, right?
And we was like, yeah, like she's about to get beat up because now you're getting kicked out and she thinks it's okay to come save you. Like, who is she?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't been together for how long? Like, that was weird.
The messages again?
His phone?
Okay. Did you find it or did she find it?
She fucked it.
Antoinette?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did she, like, where were you at? Did you come, how did that happen?
She came to me, we were reading messages. And we were like, yeah, that's the girl that's... What do you mean?
Did you guys send messages to her?
No, we don't got her number.
No, I mean from his phone.
Oh, from his phone?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so, no.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because you messed up your story a little bit.
This is a lie. It was Antonetta and Janine who lured Ashley to their place. They messaged her pretending to be Daniel, setting a trap. Antonetta had already confessed to this, meaning Janine was in deep trouble.
You messed up a little bit.
What was the messages?
He wasn't getting kicked out.
Yes, he was.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. What the hell? So I'm not sure if anybody texted her.
You sure?
You know? Yeah.
So Antoinette just sent the message
I'm
by herself?
positive myself. I'm positive. But yeah, I don't know if there's any messages sent to that lady. Cause I can't say I didn't know if there's messages sent. Pretty
You
sure
were with
there
her when she was
cause
still
I asked when
texting
she
him.
have come.
You were still with her when she was texting her. I know you guys were sending messages. She already told us you guys were texting her.
I said he was getting kicked out. I don't know what was said.
So you didn't send the messages, she just sent the messages.
Yeah, because I don't know what was said in those messages. But I know from seeing them arguing, he was getting kicked out.
Okay, so you didn't see no messages, Antoinette just told you about it, and then
No,
Antoinette was texting her?
I saw the messages where he was cheating.
What did those say? She showed those to you, and that's when she started messaging her?
Yeah, she showed those to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said messenger her.
Antoinette sent the message to Ashley?
I don't know, yeah, I guess.
Did she tell you what she was sending?
Did, like, the words and shit? No, I don't know what she said.
You had to know something. You knew she was outside.
But I didn't know she was outside.
Was walking into a fight.
Yeah.
No, she's dead.
I know, that's crazy. Do you know how she died? Like,
From fighting.
The injuries of her death.
So they had to do an autopsy, but it was a result of her the injuries she sustained during the fight.
According to the medical reports, Ashley suffered brutal injuries to her head and near her kidneys. The trauma was so severe that it ultimately took her life. What makes it even more disturbing is the way Janine smirks while talking about Ashley's death.
How does it make you feel?
This make me feel like I'm going to hell. That I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Like, that's really crazy. Life is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's not a big girl.
No, she isn't. That's why I didn't want to. She's too small. Like, she looked sick, skinny. So I was like, nah.
I heard she was pretty up.
I don't know.
Daniel saw it. He said, when I opened the door, I saw her. I was like, oh, and I slammed the door because she was so up.
Yeah, he did do that. He did do that. I don't know, because I really didn't see her after that. Like, they had me sitting in the back because Daniel was on my...
The only reason Daniel wasn't arrested was because he fully cooperated with the officers and appeared genuinely concerned for Ashley's well-being. He explained that he had no idea about the fight, claiming he was asleep and only learned about it afterward. Furthermore, Daniel revealed that his fiancée, Antonetta, had taken his phone, messaged Ashley pretending to be him, and then deleted the messages to prevent him from finding out and warning Ashley. When he found out about her death, he was devastated.
We got a call from the hospital a little while ago, and she actually passed away from...
Bro,
injuries.
stop playing with me,
No,
please.
seriously.
Please stop playing with me.
Sure.
Please stop playing with me.
Sit down,
bro. Please
sit down,
stop
sit
playing
down,
with
sit
me.
down,
Please
sit down,
stop
sit down,
playing
sit down.
with me. Please stop playing with me.
Shh, breathe.
His compliance and apparent lack of involvement in the planning spared him from being implicated. As for the callous women, it was now time for them to face the consequences of their brutal actions.
Robbery? Hold up. What? Robbery?
Yeah.
We didn't steal her phone. We took it so she could come to the house.
Oh, you took it?
Yeah,
You didn't steal it.
she got her phone back.
Ah.
I told you she wasn't leaving unless we gave her back her phone. We just did it so we could call her husband, but we changed our mind.
Ah, okay. For you to take it?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a robbery. The other charge is murder.
Murder?
Yep. You're being charged with murder.
Me?
Yep.
That's too bad.
That's deep, right?
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
No. What? Murder? I really laid hands on her. All I did was pull her hair.
Both women, Janine and Antonetta, were charged with voluntary manslaughter and robbery. They are currently serving 20-year sentences in prison. But sadly, people like them are not that uncommon, just like the lady in the next case.
He's dressed in purple. Okay, man, that's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him, okay? Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in center of the chest.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay.
Ah! Please! Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay, listen to me. Place the heel of your hand right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes,
We want to pump his chest to me hard and fast, twice per second.
The woman you just heard is Sarah Boone, receiving guidelines to perform CPR on her 29-year-old boyfriend, Jorge Torres. After a night of drinking, Boone had made a frantic call to 911, claiming she discovered Torres dead inside a suitcase. She asserted that they had been playing a game of hide-and-seek, and it probably took a dark turn when she fell asleep, and Torres couldn't escape the suitcase. Her story was fishy to begin with, so it's no surprise that she was brought in for questioning.
This morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he has by the doctor. So so he's got scratch marks to his back. It's called a contusion. Do you know what a contusion is? So like basically you're getting hit and then you get a mark from it. You'll get bruising, like someone hit you or something like that. It's called a contusion. He had a cut near his lip. We could see his mouth was a little
I haven't laid a
swollen.
hand on him.
From the get-go, Sarah assumes the offer is going to pin these injuries on her. This is highly suspicious, especially given the fact that medical reports reveal that the sustained injuries couldn't have been older than last night.
Okay.
Also, too, he fell off my son's bike.
Okay.
So I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall or the hall tree. So
Okay. What about the scratches? Because there's also sex?
Yes.
Okay. And they're all recent. Like they occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, the night leading up to when he was.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it.
Okay.
That's why, the only thing I thought you guys were going to ask me about, which I was going to be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mhm.
Everything else, I have no idea what it is.
Your son was there when? When was he last there?
Oh, gosh.
My understanding he was there last Tuesday?
I don't know if it was Tuesday, but yes, he was there last week, so.
Well, we're talking about Sunday. Sunday leading into Monday. You called us yesterday at 1, but the incident, you guys were painting and stuff the night prior.
Correct.
So we're talking about Sunday and then into Monday.
I'm thoroughly confused because we had a good time sitting on the back porch having wine and smoking a couple of cigarettes and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play. Well, me and we'll both know. I have not touched him.
Yesterday, when we took photographs of your overall body and they did the buccal swabs, did they go under your fingernails?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to let us
absolutely
swab underneath your fingernails?
Go for it. I have no idea. We had a good day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good day. We've had good days lately, even considering everything that's going on with our jobs and life in general and ex-wives and everything. It's been good. I don't even know where this is coming from.
Yeah, I don't even know. Last physical was probably, you said, I think, a month ago? Where you got the injury, right? You said that was a month ago?
I'll say a few weeks, give or take, yeah.
A few weeks? That was the last, physical altercation between the two of you? Yeah, you said a month ago he hit you with a curtain rod.
Yeah, with a curtain rod. That's why I can't believe you guys didn't take that either.
No matter how much Sarah insisted that things were good, the reality and history of the couple told a far different story. Their relationship was anything but healthy. When the investigating officer questioned her claims, she began defending their relationship, attempting to divert any assumptions that their issues might have led her to harm him in any way.
You're saying that you guys have been good, and when I asked you yesterday, the last incident that you could remember was the curtain rod incident, which you said was a month ago. So
give or take.
Right. So what do you mean by he comes after you?
He gets belligerently drunk.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I started documenting everything.
Okay.
So you all will see in my pictures bloody fingers, split foreheads. He split my nose. I've got this.
Right.
I don't know if Brian told you about it, where I had to have I had one really bad surgery, but then it got really, 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 really bad, where I had to go 4 or 5 more times afterwards for them to tend to it. From him poking me in the back of the leg.
You're still with him?
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I really love him. I do. And I feel like I can help him. I feel like I could help him, which I did, because he came a really long way. I've really helped him. I've bailed him out of jail, 3 times. I've gone to every single hearing and every single arraignment, everything that I did for him. Gone to see all his public defenders, go to the state. I've gone to the state. I did everything for him because I'm trying to help him, because I had hope in him. And then he starts to think about things, and I think he gets overwhelmed, and then it's the next thing I know, he's drinking. So it's oh man, I know where this is going to go, so I'm going to go upstairs and read a book, or I'm going to go for a bike ride, or I'm going to do something else. Or I don't want to drink. Wine, whatever, or if it's a weekend. That's when you have a good time. You don't have to wake up the next day. I have to wake up the next day and do things. I have to tend to Lucas. I have to take him to school. I have all this stuff to do. He doesn't know how to, maintain himself, where I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more prior that I need to get done. He can't process like that. He didn't process like that. So it's bonkers. She was all over him all the time. Send me money, send me money, send me money. How can I send you money when I don't have a job? And he's still trying to take care of me and Lucas by paying a bill here or there, getting some groceries. So he always had something on his mind.
According to Sarah's narrative, her boyfriend would drink and then harm her because of everything going on. She portrayed herself as the helpless victim, trying to save him and struggling through a broken relationship. Yet just moments earlier, she was telling the officer that they were doing well. This isn't the only inconsistency in her story.
I'm just saying, you're making it sound like he's a raging alcoholic today, and yesterday I was kind of asking you those questions, and you're like a little defensive, like, no, we're not alcoholics.
I'm not.
We are not, you know. But you guys were both sober on Sunday, to your knowledge, because when I said you went and passed out, you were like, no, I didn't pass out, I just fell asleep. So now it's kind of like, were you guys drinking and it got out of hand and it got physical?
No.
Or is it...
Sunday was one of the better days that we have had in quite some time. The dog. And dancing around, having a good time, and just being happy kind of thing. He doesn't know, I can get like maybe 2-3 glasses of wine, and I'll be fine. But I have to have my wits about myself because I don't know what to expect.
How many glasses of wine did he have? The bottle was gone. I mean, I don't know if you poured any out. Yes.
No, that was from previous.
You said that there was a half bottle left
yeah,
over.
about this much.
And then that you had I don't even know how the wine. How'd you guys get the wine for Sunday?
I'm guessing he went to Publix.
Like, you guys didn't have any conversations about your relationship. You guys didn't go down like the rabbit hole, like had too many to drink, and you guys start getting.
Nope. When I tell you this, it made me so happy that he actually listened to what I had to say. With just, we'll get through it. He knew George better than I did. I say that I knew George better than himself. And I tried in every way, shape, and form. Ask everyone. I helped him. I took care of him. I miss him a lot, and I didn't even sleep last night.
Chance it got to be too much for you, and you couldn't handle taking care of him, and
I never stopped. I never stopped. That's what I'm here for. I never stopped. I'm here now because I'm still trying to help him.
Yeah, I mean, it's unexplainable how he got these injuries, and
I have no idea.
You were the only one with him.
100% right hand to God. I have no idea how he got them.
Sarah appears to be crying, swearing that she had nothing to do with her boyfriend's injuries. She's tried her best to paint herself as the perfect girlfriend, claiming she endured everything out of love. But the detective isn't buying it. Soon more disturbing details will come to light, and the emotional facade she's putting on will start to crumble. This tearful face, mourning her dead lover, is about to be unmasked for what it truly is.
You would take photos, videos, just kind of like a proof and just in general.
Yeah, I started documenting at one point, but that was way before, I think, the last time that he got arrested, where he was flying off the deep end. But he changed.
And that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
Hide and seek, and I'm just curious if you remember.
But when we were outside, that's where we would start and talk about things, and then eventually I was the one that had him come inside, so we could.
About what time? Do you remember what time that was? Is what she's asking.
And you said you went up to bed around midnight, fell asleep around 12:30ish. But those are the only times I have. So I have 4 and I have midnight. So there's a big gap. So I'm just curious, like, if you recall when you went upstairs to hide in the shower, or
like when we started to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
Well, Started listening to music for a little bit. Started to paint. Can we turn the music off? No problem. Start at the top, paint, whatever. Maybe, gosh, that puzzle, we worked on that for probably a good hour and a half. So 8 o'clock-ish? It's just, come on. Okay, you want to play hide and seek? What he does is, okay, tag, you're it. So it's like, okay, we know. Okay, take off.
Mhm.
That's what we did.
And then you went upstairs, and then he didn't come up, and you came down, and the suitcase was there originally because you guys were planning to do donations, so it was already there. Have you guys ever played you said 3 times in your relationship?
Mm-hmm.
When you have played, have you ever zipped him up in a suitcase prior?
No.
Okay. So it was just kind of like that prop was there, and it was there,
Yes.
and it was in play because...
Why do you say it like that, though?
I would never do that.
You would never zip them up in a suitcase?
Oh, I know,
That
but
time,
I'm saying, I'm talking about hide and seek, which is a game, so...
The suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them. So he took it upon himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations, and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the...
in the past, like, have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not, but obviously
No.
I understand, you know, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter, you were laughing, he was laughing, but what I'm just asking is in the past, like, is it something that you guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
The question that begs to be asked is, who plays hide and seek like this? The whole point of the game is to hide in a spot where you aren't immediately found. But if Sarah already knew where her boyfriend was hiding, what kind of thrilling game was this supposed to be? And if this was all meant to be a harmless joke, why did Sarah get so defensive when asked if she had zipped her boyfriend in the suitcase before?
Do you remember making any videos or maybe having any any photos, videos that you remember doing on your phone on Sunday?
No.
No?
I think I took a picture of a dog.
The password, he has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else could be on your phone.
No, I have both.
But you have the face and the password?
Yes.
Yeah, but he only has the face, correct?
No.
To be able to get onto your phone, you told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay. Does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's a shared phone. Okay, how does he have access?
Sarah, can I borrow your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the kitchen counter.
Okay, but how does he get into it? Because it's password protected.
He'll come and get it to me, and I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes, too, like, he's...
To your recollection, no videos on Sunday?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I mean, I maybe took a picture of them, the two of Tess and...
The dogs.
And George and them dancing, but, I mean, it's just Tess.
Mm-hmm. I want to show you that we found, and it was from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about to die.
Shut it down.
Oh, okay.
When she asked you if you've ever done that before, you looked kind of shocked and...
No.
Okay, but why did you say it like that? Like...
I don't think you all understand who I am, where...
Okay. Well, tell me.
I am an outstanding mother to my son. Okay. I excel at everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't zip somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't, like, completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay. Why?
Well, we just want you to watch this. This came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and
you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
That's you, your voice.
Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Yeah, that's when you do it. You choke me.
Sarah's claims had completely fallen apart. Her lies, combined with the crocodile tears, might have even shocked the detectives for a moment, but the truth was now glaringly obvious. What would she say next to try and cover her tracks?
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had 2 fingers hanging out. And you
I
went to
flipped
bed.
him over. I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's 2 different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying...
This is upside down. So in order...
Killing me right now.
So this image is upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Go to sleep.
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
But not intentional.
No, you told me you went upstairs because you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
hang out, because there's the end.
And his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out? There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you, I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end it sounds kind of like a...
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying what is that?
What does mean to you?
Well...
Like if I were to tell my
like he does. Like, I get told everything but a white woman, so...
Okay.
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that, but the video shows...
That's what I told you.
Can I see his fingers? And
He'll be up here any minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you think
not able
he's
to get
joking?
out.
You the video. There's no.
When we first got in there, both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like, this video is at 11:12 when it starts. So was he in there for like a long time prior to you recording this?
No. But
you're the only one laughing.
But I didn't think that he was like panicky. Like
So pushing up on a suitcase saying Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. I can't breathe.
It's just like he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like
He's never been locked in a suitcase. That's where he couldn't get out. So
it's kind of. I thought it was
and
the
you
boy
know the oxygen
crying wolf kind of thing.
Okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere in there is he laughing. Is he joking? He is begging. And you're the only one laughing.
Sarah still had the audacity to lie through her teeth, fully convinced that she could fool the cops and walk away unscathed. But realizing she was getting nowhere, Sarah switched tactics and started blaming the cops.
Okay. And you're the only one saying derogatory comments, like you're mad.
No. Please don't. I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but like it's like you guys are kind of trying to like feed me. Like
no, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
Well, I know what.
You know what? You remember making that video?
Oh.
Why don't you remember making the video?
Probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
No. Just because I went upstairs and Just
You
because
told
you're
us-
drunk doesn't mean
told us
that
several
you...
times that you were not drunk. You said that you had your wits about you. You said he had his wits about you.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you don't like not having your wits. In my experience, if somebody cannot remember, we're trying to figure out what
We're trying
you're
to
saying.
figure out this
You
video.
explain it to us. We're listening.
I just did. Like, we were playing, and then, like, I thought it was... My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep. My plan was not to... He'll be up here any minute.
No one forced you to go upstairs and get
My
ready
plan
for
wasn't
bed.
also to leave him in the suitcase.
So why didn't you take him out?
Because I went upstairs, and then I fell asleep.
But why didn't you consciously think, he's asking to come out, he can't
I didn't do it
breathe.
intentionally.
A confined space like that.
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And what was
suitcase,
your plan?
waiting for him to come upstairs.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes,
Saw him was in the suitcase. 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him. Maybe I shouldn't.
No.
Well, that didn't cross your mind because
That's
it
like
didn't happen.
that's like an assumption. Like, that's what you all are thinking. Just,
we're asking.
it's the
You
whole,
tell us.
it's the drinking. That's what it is. It's the drinking. That you
He's
all.
telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name, and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
Guys, that's how this whole suitcase thing never happened before.
Would you leave someone else in a suitcase? Would you leave Lucas in a suitcase jokingly? Because it was a
No.
joking matter. You put him in there jokingly. Would you leave Lucas jokingly in there? And you love Lucas, right? And you love
I wouldn't do
George.
that to him either. I wouldn't do that to him.
So, I just...
Well, it's not like, again, I don't think you all understand. Like, it's...
I mean...
It's not that was not my intention.
Well,
Y'all don't have any idea what I've done for
by
him.
your acts, and that's exactly right. You get to the point where you've done so much for somebody and they don't show
No.
you any appreciation,
He did.
not by your words in the video. I don't get that.
He did.
Because
Turns out, prior to his death, Torres had been arrested multiple times for alleged domestic violence against Boone, 4 times to be exact, and each time Boone bailed him out. She was so accustomed to his abusive presence that she held on to the misguided hope that putting up with it might eventually make him change. Perhaps what happened was the tragic aftermath of her realizing that all her efforts had been in vain. But would she finally confess or keep denying the truth?
when he's choking you, you can't breathe. That's how you felt when he cheated on you. You couldn't breathe. And you verbally several times told him just you.
Well, you said it in the
said
video,
it in the
but you
video.
won't let us play the rest of it 'cause you don't
And
want to...
you-
When I
told
say
him-
cheating, it's on his phone.
Okay. Cheating is cheating.
I
And if
think
you
so
did-
too.
When you cheated on me.
No.
That's how I felt when he said, Sarah, I can't breathe. And you told
I
him,
don't know what you...
is very portraying of the opposite of what you told us.
No.
It is not leading up, it is not matching what statement you gave us in the car.
So,
and that's why we want to know, and this video explains itself. It really truly does.
you don't think that I have thought about that? Assuming that it's like, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm going to go to sleep? Is that what you all are assuming?
Well, it's not an assumption when that's what you told us that happened.
that's what happened.
And the video,
Yeah.
I mean,
But I'm not going to say,
Very easily. Because that's the way they're designed.
but you could on the inside too. I don't know how...
well, why wouldn't he have gotten himself out if he could? He was
I don't know. Like, I don't know if
asking.
you saw, like, where the hole was. I don't know.
I didn't see a hole.
No
I
one
didn't
sees
see
the
no
hole.
fingers
You're the
sticking
only
out.
one that's what I'm saying. Like, he's in one position, and where his head would be, we should be able to see fingers. And then when it's flipped over onto this right side, I'm not assuming. I haven't assumed anything. I follow evidence.
But my intention was not, again, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm just going to go to sleep.
What do you think someone that
knows nothing about this, or hears just a little bit, like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase,
She's been drinking,
and then watches
probably
that
went
video.
to sleep. That's what happened.
You, like, consciously had to walk upstairs.
I've never done anything like this before in the past. I am sick. Especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You tell us the last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night, that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has 2 fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and again, using derogatory terms to him when he's begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
So
what
but my thing
you
is
say
that
we're assuming, we're not assuming,
but
we're
the
telling
fingers,
you what's on there.
so it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, just happened to not have that in it.
Okay. And you also in the video, you can't.
It is terrible.
Yeah, so they lost their life.
Horrific. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. Ever be right. Dealing with everything else that I have in my life.
The level of entitlement is unbelievable. Sarah constantly challenges and disrespects the officers as if she's the one in charge. Her attitude reeks of self-importance, and she tries to make the entire crime scene revolve around her. Everything is happening to her, and it's just not fair. Yet there's barely any concern for the person that died, who she also claims to love.
And then this,
Okay.
whom I loved, it was not intentional. I will put my hand on the Bible. It was not intentional. I would not do that to him, nor go to bed, because I'm thinking, okay, good, he can get out.
How did you not intentionally go to bed? You said you went upstairs and got into bed. That's intentionally going to bed.
Waiting for him.
And he doesn't come, but you don't go down to check on him.
So I happen to go to sleep. When I say go to sleep,
And what do you
it goes
normally do
off
when you
whatever
go to
you're
bed?
gonna do.
What do you normally do when you go to bed?
What do you mean?
What is a bed for?
To
We're
portray me
not trying
as?
to do anything. I'm simply asking you to explain to me what happened.
Everything was fine and dandy.
I don't want to call
Everything
it fine and dandy.
was fine and dandy.
Explain
You
to
all
me how.
don't, okay, for no, I mean, I don't know what you all want me to tell you, because this was not in any way, shape, or form, hand on the Bible, intentional.
Okay. So you just left
I
him there to
didn't
teach
kill
him.
him.
You left him there to teach him a lesson?
I didn't mean to leave him there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You got up and walked away. How is that not intentionally?
Right. You guys are killing me right now. I don't know how you want me to say it.
I'm just trying to figure out what you would expect to happen to.
Not even 5 minutes. Nonetheless, that I had to I was trying to do CPR. I had to get him out and try to do CPR, and then called you guys. And then was continually doing CPR.
But that he didn't, and you went upstairs, and you stayed there for 30 minutes before you fell asleep.
But can I say too,
You chose not to ever at any point during that 30 minutes walk back down and check on him.
No, wait 1 second, because I know, with you all, and I don't bother even looking at the clock most of the time. So it's like a guesstimate. So for all I know, maybe it was 10 minutes.
Okay. But the point is, you left the living room where he was begging for help and went upstairs. Regardless of how long you were there,
Again.
Okay.
So when he asked to be let out, what's your reasoning for not letting him out?
When I was upstairs?
No, when he's asking on the video. He asked multiple times. He asked to be let out. I can't breathe. Why didn't you let him out?
Well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay. The next one's 11:23, so you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times. I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you,
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you get. This is what you make me feel like.
See, and then it's all backfired on me. Like, it's all backfired on me. And I understand the severity of this.
He's dead.
It's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful. And I will tell you both this right now, too. I will never drink alcohol again.
Okay.
Like, I will never drink alcohol again. I don't care what it is.
For someone who said she still had her wits while drinking, her sudden blame on alcohol seems pretty absurd. You can also notice how her tone suddenly rises, as if she's about to burst with anger, but then she manages to control it. It's like a ticking time bomb, ready to explode at any moment. Perhaps that explains what happened on the night of the murder as well.
I'm not asking a time frame. I don't care about a time frame. He's in the bag saying,
My God.
And you say, F you.
When he, for the whole few minutes that he was in there,
Minimum 11, but yes, go ahead. It's a few. 11, minimum.
For the one video.
Well, in between the two videos.
Between the
11
two
minutes.
videos? Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the question again? Fair. It is not fair. You guys are trying to, again, he's in there. Night, night.
That's what happened.
No.
That's absolutely what happened. And got into bed. That was intentional. There's no way getting around that. You intentionally did that. Nobody drug you up there. You didn't float up damn stairs.
Okay, well, it's not fair. It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did.
I don't know what to tell you.
You told us that. You didn't go upstairs?
I unzipped it from the hole with one finger.
Well, the damn hole didn't do him no good, did it?
But he could push it open.
No, he
Did
couldn't. The video
No.
shows him pushing up.
And
If he could push it open, why wouldn't he have gotten out himself? Why would he beg you to open it?
I tell you he can't breathe.
Well, but why would he start doing it?
Because he couldn't, because it was all the way zipped.
Okay.
Didn't see it.
It wasn't. I intentionally didn't do it. That I intentionally did not do.
What's that? You didn't intentionally do what?
Zip it all the way. No. I don't have anything.
You're right.
He doesn't. Whatever that is, whatever it is.
He does.
See, this is what happens. It's not fair that you guys, just because he has those, automatically blame it on me.
Well, what about when you had your injuries and he gets arrested?
Like,
It's
really?
the exact same thing.
Really?
He has injuries. You have injuries. Like, what does that mean?
I don't have any injuries.
Correct.
Because
So
he
nothing
and I
happened to
have
you.
not been at it with one another.
So every time that you guys fight, you both hit each other? So you should have probably
No.
gone to jail all those times that he went to jail
No.
for domestic?
Well, the one time I did. But abuser.
We're not saying that he doesn't abuse you.
Absolutely.
We're not saying.
So I'm the one that's being portrayed as the abuser.
Because
I have never dealt with anything like this before.
You just zipped them in the bag.
Nor he.
You just zipped them in the bag. And then you flipped the bag around several times.
I didn't do that intentionally.
You didn't intentionally flip the bag around?
No. Why would I do that?
Well, you
Good
told us
question.
you
You
did
did.
it.
When he was upside down.
Right.
Well, you had to put him upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down.
No malicious content or effort was towards this. No malicious.
I would
I'm
say,
the point of
does
the
that
video.
help you sleep? But you're not sleeping, so.
I mean,
Last night, I
the-
maybe got an hour.
Right.
in your voice you can hear the maliciousness. The F you is very, very...
You don't talk to people
Obvious.
like that. That's not like a common like,
Nope.
hey Scott, F you.
Thank you.
That's not common. It's not something people do. And no one that sees that is gonna think that. But you went upstairs and went to bed. Or maybe you passed out, I don't know.
Waiting for him. And the whole time frame thing, it's like,
Regardless.
that's not really fair.
Regardless, waiting for him, it's not like you walked up the stairs. You can't fly up the stairs, no one can take you up the stairs.
Okay.
You go up the stairs, you lay in the bed, and you wait for him. Who cares if it's 5 minutes? Who cares if it's 30 freaking seconds? He's begging for his life. He's begging to get out. You go upstairs.
You leave them.
It doesn't matter. So get the time frame out of your mind. It
This
doesn't
whole
matter.
thing, it doesn't matter.
You're now changing
Who's
your story.
lying about what?
You're now you're drunk.
Oh, I never said that I was drunk.
Exactly, but you did here today. That's okay.
You said earlier.
Everything recorded.
Alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol. Alcohol does a lot to people.
Yes, but I never said I was drunk.
Okay.
You did.
So you did this. You did this sober. You knowingly left them down there sober.
I have already told both of you.
Right.
Okay.
But you want to admit that you were drunk? Is that?
I'm telling you all both. This has changed my life. I will take this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lies upon lies, inconsistencies after inconsistencies. Yet Sarah remains adamant that she is not responsible for her boyfriend's death. Will this act keep going on, or will she finally admit the truth?
No, George got in the suitcase.
And you zipped it up.
Not all the way and not intentionally to leave him there.
But that's what happened. But you keep going away from it.
I don't know.
That's exactly what happened. You went up to bed, woke up the next
Are
day.
you all trying to have me admit that? Like, are you trying to have me admit that? Because I will never admit it because it's not true. It's not true. Say, other than it was not out of maliciousness or intentional. I don't know what or how I can say it. This day still. Love him.
Love makes you do crazy things.
It's not one of those things where it's like, oh gosh, you know what? I've done enough for you at this point. I never gave up on him.
Okay.
Why I'm here today, I'm still not giving up on him. I would do anything for him. So why is it you all think that y'all don't know me, you don't know me.
Nope.
Would do something like that, especially having a 9-year-old son.
I don't know.
Like, why?
9-year-old son would be.
Like, please help me explain, understand.
You went on about how this was such a playful thing and you guys were laughing, and it probably was for a few minutes, but then it obviously changes. The whole demeanor of this whole situation completely changes. It's not the funny, laughing matter. He's not laughing at all.
I didn't think he was being serious.
You absolutely sound serious. You don't remember taking videos. You don't know where he is. You don't remember him being in the suitcase, and you're still telling me that you had your wits about you. How does somebody have their wits about him when?
See, that's the
they
thing
have all
too.
this
But
stuff?
you can clearly tell. You can clearly tell that I had been drinking some. You can clearly tell.
What does it matter? Why? What we tell his parents? What do you mean?
Because
we're gonna talk with them. I
okay,
mean, I have to.
but it's gonna come down to me.
What do you mean?
But I'm not. So what is it you would tell them?
We're gonna give them an update, just like we gave you an update on their autopsy.
Okay, so it's whatever
Well,
bruise,
here's the thing.
whatever on the head.
We had to deliver news to them last night that their son was dead. There's not a whole lot of conversation that goes on after that. It's not a very easy thing
Was
to
it
do.
yesterday or Sunday? Sunday. Today's Tuesday, right?
Did we not meet you yesterday? We met you yesterday. It's at the medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then
It'll be released to the next of kin.
Yeah. Okay.
I bought it for him.
That is a civil issue. It was on his finger. It goes to them. They're the ones that are going to release it. We don't have any say in that.
So I won't get that back. I'm talking about, like, in the long run. Like, what do I need to, like, do I need to be doing something, or, like...
I can't tell you, like, what to do.
I mean, like, so, like, for... Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know if you guys are just gonna, like... Because it makes it sound like, to me, like, I'm being accused of something that was not intentional. I'm being accused of it.
Mm-hmm.
And a handful of other things that I'm being accused of.
Okay.
So...
We're still investigating. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
So, is there going to be concrete whatever it is, and then it's like, okay, this is what it is kind of thing, or like, because I've done the whole court thing. I've done the whole, I killed George. Okay. That's not the situation, but it's trying to be pinned on me.
Okay.
That was not my intent, which is why I'm trying to get my ducks in a row.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking what the next step is, other than me getting my nails swabbed.
I mean, you want me to tell you crime? Is that what you're asking? Like, I don't know what you want.
I'm trying to prepare myself for whatever may need to be done so I can, I guess, stick up for myself.
I mean, I think you're doing just fine. You came, you talked.
I just don't want you guys to, again, report yet, even.
Right. So
it's,
you want me to, like, tell you exactly what I'm going to tell them. I don't know what I'm going to tell them. I don't know what I'm going to tell them. Let's just leave it at that. Just like you don't know why you went upstairs. I don't know what I'm going to tell them.
So,
parents that are dealing with
can I call you the way that I did last time?
Yeah, my phone is an open line. Missy should be here. I don't know what's taking so long.
All these questions are not the ones an innocent person would ask. It's clear that Sarah was trying to be clever, preparing for what awaited her. Instead of showing genuine concern or remorse, she seems more focused on deflecting blame and manipulating the narrative to her advantage.
Scares me. Like, what do I need to plan on? Like, what do I need to plan on? I promise you, on my son's life, it was not intentional. I promise you, on Lucas's life, it was not intentional.
I don't know you. I can't say I know anything about you. I don't know what...
I'm doing what I did is punishment enough. I think that's why I haven't slept, because that's all I see. So that right there says punishment in itself.
Definitely a tragic situation.
I'm through with alcohol.
Sorry, what?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Make what worse?
How I feel.
Okay, Sarah. So, you're not free to go.
Despite the lies, entitlement, and attempts to conceal the truth, Sarah believed she would be going home. Little did she know, the interrogating officer had a surprise in store for her.
Okay. Do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no? Everything we've talked about today?
Yes. What do you mean?
He asked to swear. Remember how I swore you yesterday on the audio recording? I just forgot, so he raised his hand to remind me to tell you.
Okay.
Do you promise and swear that everything we've talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge? True and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Correct. Yes.
Why?
Because anytime we talk to somebody, we to assure that everything that we talked about is
true and accurate to the best of that person's knowledge.
It's not a trick question.
To the best of my knowledge?
To the best of your knowledge.
Everything that you've told us today is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, but it was not intentional.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand that.
He's still dead.
Call Brian, please.
Okay.
Or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
So why is this happening? So this was a trick?
No, it's not a trick. How's it a trick? I'm in here to ask you to explain a few things to us. And your response to everything was basically, I didn't do it.
Intentionally.
I have to go through that.
Doesn't matter. He's still dead. Do me a favor.
That I was done after that.
We were done, yes. We were done. Absolutely.
So that's what it is.
We are done.
Right. Not intentional.
Okay. You will...
Someone needs to call Brian.
Okay.
Lucas is waiting for Mom to come home. This was not my intention. I thought I was waiting for you all to come and figure out what's what and how many.
That's what we're trying to do.
And I was going to be able to go home and see Lucas. Now he's just not going to have me come home. So there's nothing that I can do.
All right, no. You'll be afforded a time in court. You'll be afforded an attorney. You'll be afforded a chance to talk to a judge, and all that stuff will be worked out.
But what's the time frame for that, though?
I have no way of being able to tell you. You should make first appearance private.
Sarah Boone was subsequently charged with second-degree murder for the tragic death of Torres. Now held in Orange County Jail without bail, she has reached out to the trial judge in a desperate plea, claiming she hasn't been fairly represented. It's notable that 8 different attorneys assigned to her case have withdrawn, leaving her feeling increasingly isolated and vulnerable. After the withdrawal of her 8th lawyer, Boone was deemed to have forfeited her right to court-appointed counsel, forcing her to represent herself in court. With the weight of the situation pressing down on her, she is expected to rely on the battered woman defense during her trial, which is set for October 7th, 2024. So what are your thoughts about these cases? Share them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.